On this day in working class history, the 5th of April. On the 5th of April 1977, US disability rights activists and organisers stormed and occupied the offices of the US Department of Health, Education and Welfare, HUE, in Atlanta, Boston, Chicago, Denver, LA, New York, Philadelphia and Seattle, demanding the enactment of Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act of 1973. This was a crucial piece of disability civil rights legislation that had been passed 4 years earlier, which mandated that no federally funded programs could exclude persons with disabilities. Despite the passage of the act, the federal government, under the leadership of HUE Director Joseph Califano, had been delaying their directive to create regulations which would operationalize the legislation. During that time, regulations had been weakened in favour of business interests under the guidance of a HUE task force which included no disabled people. In response, disabled activists across the US formed the American Coalition of Citizens with Disabilities, ACCD, who began organising the sit-ins. Most notably in San Francisco, disabled activists Judith Heumann, Kitty Cohn and Mary Jane Owen successfully organised around 150 disabled activists and their supporters in a 25-day occupation of the US Federal Building. This action was supported through a solidarity network which included the Black Panthers providing meals, allied politicians sending mattresses and bedding, and the International Association of Machinists, who helped to transport protesters, wheelchairs and other equipment, and facilitated the transport for a delegation to Washington. The regulations for Section 504 were signed into law on the 28th of April, 1977. For sources, maps, and all of our anniversaries each day, check out the On This Day section of our Stories app at stories.workingclasshistory.com. And if you value our work, support us at patreon.com/workingclasshistory. Links in the show notes. Theme music by Ricardo Arrea. See you tomorrow.